Hey everybody, Michelle is here. Hope everybody's doing fantastic, magnificent, and marvelous because I am. Woo, it's Monday. It's already, I think it's 10 o'clock. I think I got the right time. Sometimes I don't know about these times. I have an issue with time and dates. And I've had that for a while, so I don't know what that's all about, but it's hard for me to keep up with the time and the dates. So I always have to have things reminding me of what day it is and what time it is and blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm good. I'm doing good on this Monday, like I know I should. So I'm out and about, running around, handling business. What? I've been up pretty early. There's a lot going on. I told you in this area, it has all walks of life. It's constant constant movement, talking. I hear a cat meowing and carrying on. I don't know what's up with the cat, why it's meowing so. I guess it's in heat or something. I don't know what the hell is going on actually. But it's outside my window, of course. And then, of course, I hear people, like I said, moving around, talking on the phone. And this is all hours of the night, all night long. Like I said, people are constantly walking. There's vehicles, people revving the engine. I mean, so it's a lot to contend with, but I can handle it per se. I think this is a good spot for me to understand the complexities of the realities and understand the complexities of people and their realities and what we all are facing collectively. So, everything's still on target as far as getting my podcast set up, getting my studio set up. It's like I said, you put out a lot of money sometimes in the beginning, but then you reap it back. Once you start, And so once I start my podcast, I'm gonna start that and get some sponsoring or whatever they call it, advertising, this and that and the other, in subjects that I am comfortable with. You have to weigh your options in the situations that you're in, and know that money is what we use to maintain lifestyles. So you gotta find a way to earn income. I have no problem working, but a lot of people just want jobs. They don't want to work. They just want a job. They want you to pay them an income, and they want to do the minimum, or if that. I don't work like that. I cannot just be working for an income and not earn it. I need to earn an income. So that's just how I was built. That's how I was brought up. You work for what you want. You work for what you need. So I don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue working. I could work in all walks of life if I choose to. But I think I'll stick with the podcasting and stick with that particular genre for now and see how that handles. And of course, eventually I want to talk face to face. I want to talk in public, blah, 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 blah. So, it goes on and on and on. But the main thing, what I was really thinking about a lot is making sure I have the proper nutritional value going into my system. Okay, I supplement my food source all the time with vitamins. That's very important because you're not going to get all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins from the food we eat. There's definitely a difference in the food we eat than what I'm used to. The fact that I could taste I have an aftertaste after every piece of fruit that I eat. It'll stay in my mouth almost for the whole day. If I eat a piece of fruit, there's a chemical taste in my mouth all day. I know that I wish I had my own garden, but I'm good. I just have to be a little bit more strategic. When I had my house, I could do my own garden, this and that and the other. But though there are some complexities with that as well, and I'll talk about that, about home ownership and the complexities with that, and why it's important for single families to have single family homes, and young single stay in the condos or the smaller homes. There's no need for an single adult, or even a couple to be taking up so much space that can go to people with families and children and blah, blah, blah. So I'll talk about that at some other time. But yes, everything's fantastic on this Monday. Traffic is heavy. I see a lot of people walking around because I'm near the convention center. So I see a lot of people walking around. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sure there's everything. There's always something going on at the convention center. That makes sense. I think I saw where they're supposed to be having some type of small business, this or that and the other. So I'm gonna, I'll be looking into all of that kind of stuff at some point in the future. Looking into, socializing and what's that other term? Interacting with people of like-mindedness as far as businesses are concerned. So I want a like-minded of certain group types, and I'll go into that at another time as well. But again, everything's going fantastic, magnificent, and marvelous. I'm feeling good, like I know I should. Still a little congested because I had a little cold, but that stuff lingers for a while. But it doesn't interfere with me getting my business done. As far as sleep is concerned, like I said, because of the movement, the constant movement, and the constant noise, I still rest very well, and that's the whole point with me, is to rest. And that means I keep my thoughts neutral. I relax. I don't get myself worked up unnecessarily about this or that and the other, because like I said, you need to know what's going on outside your house. You can't be encased in your home and not know and hear people talk, hear somebody screaming for help, or someone screaming there's a fire, or somebody saying that there's an active shooter or something. You need to know what's going on outside of your residence, especially your workplace. A lot of people get in these offices and get all encased in that and all caught up in their computers, and they don't realize somebody's in the building. And so there's just a lot. It's not business as usual. You'll hear me say that forever. I'm going to be saying a lot of things forever, because that's unfortunately, that's how it has to be with us. We have to keep you reminded. And also, I want to say please continue your path. I am at a destination that I choose to be. I choose to be here. Okay. Yes, there were inspirations and other motivations and other things that helped me to make the decision to be here on the West Coast. But this is where I'm supposed to be. I see so many signs and signposts that clearly indicate to me this is where I'm supposed to be. I see flowers that I planted in my yard, feet away from my apartment building. Okay, I see signs that represent places in certain cities I've been. Those are the signs. Those are literal signs you'll receive. You'll see something, you'll either hear it or you feel it. Those are the modalities that will give you certainty that you're following your path. You're following your destination. Nobody is going to understand an individual's path and destination. But we already encourage people to follow those paths or destinations, goals, or whatever. We're very contradicting when we talk all day long about following your path, following your destiny, following your dreams, work towards this goal, work towards that goal. And as soon as someone points out that that's what's happening and they're getting results, we start discrediting them and saying, oh, well, because most people are not, and I will say this over and over again, most people are not walking the talk. They love being in that stage of planning. They love being in the journey and getting all excited and worked up over the possibilities of something, which is fantastic. But when you have the reality staring you right in your face, you have to accept the realities. So there's nothing wrong with going vegan or going, exercising every day. There's no issues with taking on some of these challenges that are spread out all over social media platforms. There's no judgment in any of it. Okay, but be realistic. Okay, and make sure you're not sabotaging yourself, and being contradicting. Okay, results matter. Okay, no, regardless of what anyone says, your results matter, and you need to have some experiences so you can have some results, so that you can have some corrections if need be, or this or that and the other. I think a lot of people just love being in that planning stage and promoting all of this kind of stuff all over social media about this and about that. But like I said, they're not grounded in reality. And what's the reality of your situation? Whether you want to lose 1 pound or 100 pounds. Okay, whether you want to live here or you want to live there. Whether you want a house or whether you want a car or whatever. Something materialistically. Okay? So the perception of your reality is going to be so important, because that gives you a gauge of where you are and where you need to be and where you need to be heading. So stay grounded. Look around. Make sure you understand what you are asking for. Okay? Who's modeled that for you? Okay? What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? And do not let people discourage you and tell you that you're wasting your time, or that you're not good enough for this person, or you're not good enough for that person. You're not good enough for that particular position. You're not pretty enough. You're not thin enough. You're not smart enough. All this contradiction you get from people that actually also claim to be promoting these healthy lifestyles. You'll get a lot of that contradiction from them. Because they're not walking the talk. They're just rambling and lying to you about their results. Okay, lying to you about the formulas they claim to be following. A lot of them are not following the formulas they claim that they are following. A lot of it is smoke and mirrors. So be gentle with yourself. Don't let anyone discourage you. If you like somebody and you want that person in your life, you deserve to have that person. Now, does that person deserve to have you? Especially if you've worked on yourself, you've done everything possible to be the best that you can be. Yes, not everybody, it is realistic and foolish, in my opinion, to be obsessing over celebrities and high profile, those high profile influencers, in my opinion, because you'll find out a lot of them are not walking the damn talk. They got a whole team of people all around them that tell them when to go shit, okay, and maybe even wipe their ass for them. So I'm talking about someone that's genuinely on your level. You have an attraction for each other. You both are working on yourselves constantly. So like I said, do not be discouraged by these false teachers, these false messengers, these people that are potential. I hate to say it and hate to be so blunt, but a lot of them are nothing but liars. They're lying to you about their success. They're lying about you about how they lost their weight. They're lying to you how they made their money. Some of them come from old money. Okay, some of them have fraudulently collected money. Okay, filing false this and false that. A lot of people were taking these those loans that were out back in the day, around the COVID time. Well, they know damn well they didn't deserve that money. They were fraudulently taking money out of their own mouths, because there is cause and effect. And in the long run, when you do something fraudulently, you're taking money and food and clothing and necessities out of your own mouth. All right, so I hope this, I hope my talk, my information, resonate and penetrate and circulate within your consciousness, and it brings you some type of value. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, it's getting warm in my vehicle. Yeah, and I got my AC on. But it says it's like 10:30. 9/11. Today is 9/11, everybody. And I know, that symbolism of 9/11 will stay with us forever. That's the whole idea. That the 9/11 is money making now. It's about marketing. It's about stirring and conjuring up fear and this and that and the other. Stay the course. You're responsible for being accountable and responsible for your life. You're responsible for finding out what the hell is actually and really going on. It all lies with you, the individual. If you sit back and wait for everybody else to tell you what's going on and why it's going on and this and that and the other, all you're doing is setting yourself up, even more so for your own downfall, for falling off a cliff, for running off a mountain, whatever the case may be. And I'm talking figuratively, and I'm talking metaphorically, and I'm talking literally, and I'm talking, baby. I'm talking this morning. Can you feel it? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and send peace and love to everybody all over the stars, moon, and mountains. Love is what everybody is seeking, and it is what is most sought after. Keep that in mind. And trust me, I'll be back.